What's going on, man? I gotta get my shit on real quick, man. It's your boy Kash, man. Welcome to the Kash Money Dreams Podcast. We here, man. How you doing? I see everybody, man. It's been a crazy day. You know what I mean? My shit about to go off. I don't know. I tagged you in a couple things, man. I got you. Yeah. Let me also get up on this. My shit's going crazy. Shout out to all my followers, man. I'm getting all these messages. Thank you. Like and subscribe on all our platforms, you know what I mean? Damn, bro, I'm trying to find.
Yeah, any platform we're on is going to be in the description below, and also on our outro, so you know how to stay in touch regardless of which platform or every platform, so you don't miss a single one of our videos.
For sure.
Let's start with the first one.
What is the first one?
So the first one is New America.
Oh yeah. So I'm gonna take that sound out real quick. So you see in this video, man, I see something beautiful. That's crazy.
It looked like a big family.
Jesus.
I can't even, how many people is that?
I don't even want to count, bro. But
10, including the baby.
Yeah, man. Congratulations. This is beautiful. I think a lot of people, if we went into the comments, I think some people will have a problem with this. But
why? What's the problem?
I believe some people will look at this as, since the 60s, we came a long way. And when you have
many people from the 60s already died off, so
this is true. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody sending me messages right now. But I think people still have a problem with it. It's some people out here, some women will be bitter about this. It's just a reality. And I think if you look in the comments, it's something that, even though this seem like it becomes normal, it's still an L for if it ever turns into a situation like the guy from Marvel, the guy who lost. It seemed like almost everything just for an allegation of him hitting a white woman. So
yeah, I mean, obviously, they got money.
I mean,
you
so
gotta have a lot of money to have that many kids.
When you see crazy. A video like this guy
look like they're no more than 1 year apart, each one of them.
Yeah. And
some of them look the same age. How the hell? Oh, I missed the little guy.
Yeah, I see him. He's hiding. Watch, that's the next Mahomes.
Yeah, there's more than 10 because of him. I didn't see him.
That's the next Mahomes. But see, what I'm saying is, you have this is a guy who went that direction and it worked out for him. This is what I truly believe. Some men, like men who work hard and who have. Men who work hard and have a passion for achieving things, they don't mind to compete. They don't mind to have challenges. They lead. They position themselves. They move like bosses. They become presidents, and they build companies. Men like these guys, they go into situations looking for a foundation and a legacy. This man has a legacy. Look at it. But
you got 2 boys. Unless the baby is a boy, you got 2 boys.
But some people will be bitter. Some people, it could be on both sides. Listen, both sides can be bitter, right? Because there's some people who did not want this. But this is the new wave. Especially if the other side is not, if you're not happy with the other side. If you're not happy, do you go to the dark side? Do you go to the light side? What do you prefer, men or women? But when I see the guy from Marvel, and you know who I'm saying, you can say his name. You can say his name. Ramin, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, you're talking about this whole situation started. What has it been? Has it even been a month yet?
I don't even know, man. I mean, but let me tell you something. As far as black women,
You're talking about Jonathan Majors?
yes, but as far as black women, when they look at his situation, they feel like,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
this is what he brought on to himself. It's crazy how many. I mean, from what it seems like, I'm not. Listen, I don't condone anything with violence on a woman. I think that's crazy. But when a man shows some type of evidence that, a woman's lying, you must listen to his story. I mean, he deserves that right. But when I see a family like this guy has, that's what some men, and I would say most high value men, that's how they legacy they want it to be. Even if it's with a white woman or a black woman or any type of woman, they want a legacy with a woman that can give you that many kids, or at least try. Jesus, if this man lived 300-400 years ago, imagine if he had kingdoms. They all would have castles. His kingdom would reign. Like, if he was in that position of power. To have that many daughters and sons, that's beautiful. So when I seen this video, I was like, yo, this is dope. But at the same time, I can see why some women would be bitter, especially some men. Probably white men. You know what I'm saying? When you see, is it the same thing for how black women look at when they see a Michael Jordan with a woman, and he has a white wife instead of a black woman?
I feel like that is from maybe the 60s, because nowadays, obviously, there's people that think that way, but I think the vast majority of people are kind of past that. I think they're more looking at the person, the other things, other than race.
I think we should open this platform not towards. Listen,
her family might be looking at, can he take care of her?
100%.
Outside of his race, does he make money?
Exactly.
Those things are still people are going to judge on, but I don't know about race if most people still judge on that.
How can I say this? I already said this and I made it clear. Only certain men who have a legacy like this man here, even though he's dealing with what some people would say the other side, he has to have some type of power to be a leader. And for a man to sit at this type of status, he must be in a position of power, because women are not going to keep pumping out children to men who can't provide. You must be in some position. She'll have one or two and then leave you completely because you're not doing enough for her to elevate her to stay. Some women see other women and they think it's better, so they separate. And it sometimes it's for the best, but I say sometimes it's for the worst. Because if you in a relationship with a guy where you can fix it, and he's the main father of your child, it's better to try to fix that than try to go to another man and that don't work, and then another man and that don't work. And by the time you realize it, you've been through 7 men after your baby father, and it's just been devastation. You would look back and say, you know what? Out of all these 7 men I gave my body, I should have just fixed my relationship with my baby father. Unless this man tried to kill you, put you 6 foot deep, or he was abusive, and or he was in a danger for you and your child, then these are the men you obviously have to run away from and walk away from. But I'm speaking for the guys who, you know what I mean, take care of everything, almost. You know what I mean? So I think that video, it just shows a lot that anything is possible, but I can see why some people would be bitter. What is the comment saying?
Well, this is a more of a religious page, so they're talking about religion throughout this whole thing multiple times.
Just
so
about family?
It's just about how is Jesus different from us. So here's somebody's big comment talking about that. 7 daughters, 3 boys, question mark. Okay, here's somebody who seems bitter, like you said. I honestly don't get people posting their kids for attention.
Is it that he's posting his children?
She got 48 replies for saying that. I don't know. Well, it's his wife's page. It's her page, not his.
Well, hey man, I think every woman, this is better than being in a bikini, right? As a woman, is better than you showing your ass shot or your BBW or BBL
for attention.
You know what I mean? I think a woman who posts her legacy and her family is very important for society. It shows that it's working. There's people still creating life the right way.
Well, she had somebody agree with her right away. She said, you just said it. They do it for attention. They clearly have way too much time in their hands.
Once again, when a woman finds a man, I'm going to say this and listen very clearly. When a woman finds a man who leads in a certain position in life and he gives her the ability to do things like this is what women want. They want time to do shit like this, especially good women with their children. You can't get mad because she has time and you out there and bumping. They're spending their whole time working and killing themselves 40, 50 hours a week, and they can't do this with their kids because they're single mothers.
Well, somebody said they don't understand why there's so many negative comments. They're blessed to have so many children. Exactly. And they're all healthy and beautiful.
Exactly.
I pray that one day God will bless me with at least one child.
So I think the video is pretty dope. I just think when you have I can understand why people are bitter, but at the same time you have to celebrate a man who can have a legacy. And men who have legacy, they have to be in position leader roles where a woman becomes very nurturing because she let the man lead. And this is what happens. It turns into a legacy of many children. I mean, shoot. People can't even have 2 kids without struggling. This man has, I don't know how many.
There's 12 in there. There's 11.
He has 10 to 11 kids, and they're looking like they're doing amazing. And when a woman lets a man lead and she become his piece, she becomes a nurturing woman within that, where she gets all the time she wants to raise her kids. And a man will do everything possible if he's in a position to make sure he can provide like that. This is why women go for man resources. It's very important. You can't be a bum if you're going to have a family like this. These people are mad. They're mad because she has the time to do shit like this. They're mad also because they have many children when people struggle to take care of 1 or 2 kids. And all his kids have their own personality. Look at them. They're having fun. They're having fun. And then it's also bitter for some people because one is black, one is white. And it's usually goes to the position where, hey, this guy actually worked out. This relationship worked out for him. This woman worked out for him. Look at his kids compared to the guy who got fired from Marvel from an allegation. So
one guy said, them tax returns hidden.
This guy looks like he's doing well for himself. I don't know who he is, but I don't want to dig in his pocket, but he might be a multi-millionaire. So the tax brackets is pretty decent for people in them brackets if they know how to do their taxes. You little guys who sitting there making under 6 figures, you need to just mind your own business because you sound like a hater.
This girl said, the D must be good.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. It's not even that the D is good. When a man is in a position of power, and his woman, you know what I mean, serves him and is submissive, I mean, it makes that man eventually bends a knee to a woman, and that woman becomes nurturing. So when they fucking, it's like they're fucking. It's really magic going on because they both almost like soulmates. So of course they're gonna have a lot of kids.
This guy said, "Time to use condoms, don't you think?"
No, I think a man should have as many children as he can. If you're in a position where you could take care of your kids, you need to have as many children as you can. I mean, I think the statistics says like almost like only 45% of men. I could be wrong. I'm not trying. I don't know. We could check this later, but I think they say like 45% of men don't even reproduce with women. So you mean, and you got almost like 70% of women reproducing. So there's more women fucking and having babies than men having sex with women. It's crazy. So, you know what I mean? I would tell all men, if you're in a position of power and money, like Elon Musk or like Drake, you must procreate as much as you can. Find good women. Find good women. There's a lot of good women right now in this world. Unfortunately, they're not the girls in the nightclub. They are not the girls going out on girls trips. Those girls are sitting at home and stacking up bread for whatever their futures are. Those women are good women. They're not fucking around having 10 plus body counts. They probably only mess with one or two men in their lives. But you know that when you're an entertainer, you on the road, you don't meet women like this because they're in the suburbs. The girls who are out in the nightclub, the girls who consistently go out daily, the girls who keep chasing the nightlife or the bottles and the tables, the girls who wants to be on the yachts, the girls who want to be in the videos like we in the 90s, those women are the women with the 20 plus body counts, 50 plus body counts. Some girls don't even care. They don't even say, hey, I'm 21 and I already fucked 150 niggas. What the fuck? You 21, you already, like, girl.
She's in a hurry.
How many? I mean, when I was a kid, Crayola boxes, I think the max they had was 24. They went up to 50. I think they got 100 now. You pass Crayola.
Passed a bag of chips for sure.
For sure. You know what I mean? So, moving on, man. Let's get to another one.
Next one we got is looks like a man coming in here and his wife. She got something going on the couch. Threw a whole 48 pack of water on his wife after the cheating prank gone wrong.
Oh man,
that's pretty funny.
Yeah, I was watching this, man.
That's heavy. He threw that whole.
Yo, I was. I thought that was like a whole case of water, bro.
Yeah,
it is a whole case.
It is. He broke her back.
Oh my god. Oh man.
And now he's laughing about it. And she's mad.
Of course she would, but. All right, man. So I don't even want to know. Let's get to the comments. I want to see the comments first. Let's read the comments, bro. Ah, man.
All right. So what's on here? Bet you won't play those games anymore.
Bruh. Bruh.
What if, man?
Got what you wanted.
What if? Some of these men.
Oh, here's one. Violence against women is wrong.
You stupid.
Say that again.
He said violence against women is wrong.
You stupid, man. But hey,
where are these 48 packs?
Where
I haven't seen more than 35, I think, at the store.
Yeah. Violence with it to anyone is not a good thing. But I when I watch this video, I think of like the guys that have really no power when it comes to the fuckery of some women. Like you already knew what you signed up for. You knew that this is the type of woman she was, and you can't get mad because you accepted it. You accepted knowing that she was a 304, and now since you're in a relationship with her, you think she must change. Bruh. It's never going to happen.
Yeah, it's
So when I see videos like this, it just reminds me of like men who have value, right? Men who have status. Some don't operate this way, but men who have true value and know what they are worth, and they have some people say insecurity, but it's not. When a man's secure and he knows what he will accept and what he won't ever accept this fuckery. Even if it's a prank, she would know never to cross this man or she will lose everything, right? So for some relationship, some women will never do it because the man, for the relationship started from day one, he was already like, yo, that shit is not acceptable. Like, but when you get with guys and they accept certain things because they just happy that you're in their lives, they just happy that you talk to them, and sometimes you see some beautiful women with some weird ass men, and it's for a reason. It doesn't work when they go out. It look totally. It's like a dinosaur with a pig. It doesn't work, right? And the pig is the man. The dinosaur is the woman. I mean, and what I'm saying by that is sometimes you can have a rose, right? The woman's a beautiful, almost a 7 to 10, but she's dating a guy that's mediocre. But why? You know what I'm saying? And but as soon as somebody like in a future position or a Drake position or a little entertainer or athlete, she's willing to walk away and throw away everything for a new opportunity. So when I watch this video, it makes me realize that the fuckery. How many times have this happened in real life to a man, where some guys off themselves because they invested so much into a woman that it was never serious to her, but to him it was everything. And these are the 70% of these men, 75% of these men, what they call simps. It's just unfortunate, man. I would never want to be on that side. Any other crazy comments?
not really. Just a lot of people saying that's what she gets for playing a stupid game like that.
Let's move on to the next one.
So we got let's see here. Look like Corey Holcomb got something to say. 5150 shows are every Tuesday.
Hold on, let me see if we can
Yeah, for the sound. It's right here.
Cut it up.
If you marry a woman, you are setting yourself up to be destroyed, especially if you are a productive man. There is no way you go down and get a marriage certificate with all of the information out here about marriage.
Factual.
There's no way you should be getting married nowadays. That's an old concept, man. Absolutely. What you do, if you find some girl that you just got to claim with your cake ass, you go and you get a contract with the heifer where you are protecting yourself. Yeah. Because if you don't protect yourself and you marry one of these women who are not coming from money or get money, which is basically almost all of them, all that you've worked for, all that you've went to school for, all of this is in jeopardy. It's dumb to get married if you are wise now. Now, if you a lame who don't know, can't nobody save you.
You stupid.
Can't nobody save you. She got rights over your body and everything. God forbid something happened to you.
Nope.
She might do something scandalous if there ain't no gangster shit involved.
Yep.
If she ain't worried about the repercussions, you shouldn't be getting married
stupid.
no more. That's dumb. Dumb.
I always felt it was dumb.
Most of the women are going to rob you.
You stupid.
All right, man. So
he's basically telling you, get married at your own risk. You shouldn't do it. It's a risky thing to do nowadays, especially if you got money.
I think, this is a very touchy subject for a lot of people. So something like this, I just realized I'd rather have a female guest sitting with me when I'm talking about something like this, because I think you can see it more through a woman's eye when it comes from that side, because through a man's eyes, he's right. What is the benefit of getting married?
Well, what he's saying is men are taking the risk, not women. So you want to see it through a man's eyes because that's the person who's vulnerable in that situation.
And that's what I'm saying. What for a man, what is the reward?
Well, there's nothing wrong with committing to somebody if it works out. If both people agree, there's nothing wrong with that. But
the
to get
reward?
The problem comes here when you decide to get the government involved in your relationship.
Well,
as soon as they're involved, now you have this risk.
I think I understand that too. But you can be with someone and you guys can have your own contract and go outside the government because you don't want to.
Right, because getting married is not going to make your relationship better.
It's
not going to make anything change. So what's the point?
I always said this. We are always in a fight with the government, and we're losing. We're not winning. Government's getting bigger and freedom is getting smaller, and we supposed to be private and citizens, but we are so in the open. The government is supposed to be in the open, not us. So, it's very dangerous. And the problem also is when you do let the government in your family, you pay a lot to the government, right? A lot. So, and when you and your family don't work out, the government benefits. They get a piece of that. So when you go to divorce court, get a lawyer, all these things happen. Government gets the opportunity. When that man or that woman, whoever pays child support, normally it's the man, that woman gets a check, but a percent of it comes out of for the government. And that's crazy. So yeah.
Obviously it was designed that way for a reason. It's not an accident.
This is why they fight. This is why a lot of people, we don't fight enough. But
we know most relationships don't work out,
bro,
and the government knows this.
Of course, it's a money pit, man. It's a money pit. This is how you separate strong value people. This is why it's so fucked up in the West. It's fucked up because nobody takes anybody serious. Nobody really has the foundation. This is why this only works for men with power, men with status and success. This is why men must work themselves and be the best, because for you to get the opportunity to reprocreate, you must be somebody to get these women. This is why 90% of the men out here ain't getting really anything. Only 10% of men are sleeping with almost 87% to 90% of the women. It's crazy. This one is hilarious, man. There's this video, man, where the comments are crazy. I think you gotta. This is crazy. Can we play it?
Yeah, let me.
Get the fuck out of my house! Are you serious? Get that shit out of my house! Are you fucking crazy?
So obviously, his mother doesn't approve.
Right.
Because of what she's wearing.
I don't know if this video's...
And what her skin color is, she should not be wearing that, is what I'm getting out of this. Is why the mother's upset.
Or is it because she's white?
That's what I said. Because her skin color is white, and there's a black woman on the dress.
Okay.
She doesn't approve.
I don't know if it's that.
Obviously, it's a joke, but...
Yeah, I don't know if this video. I don't know if the video is real, but let's look into.
Because once she turned and showed the black woman's face right there, on her ass, Mama had a problem.
Well, I don't know, but let's get into the comments.
Let's see. She had the BLM earrings and mama still wasn't feeling her.
Yo.
So let's see here.
You stupid.
We got, I wish more of us were like this. We too damn accepting of everyone, and the crazy part is their families would act just like this if we walked through the door, then needed to be accepted. I think this person might have missed the point.
Yeah, yeah. This guy is
You stupid.
Let's go to another one, please.
So you're stuck in a world of hate that only you live in, is what somebody said to him. All right, so let's see what else we got here.
I think what the problem is from what I was reading earlier on some of the comments is there was a white woman that said, "What if this was the other way around? What would that be considered if it was the opposite?" And if they
What do you mean
did
if
that?
it was a black woman wearing a dress with white woman's face on it?
No, if it was a white woman and it was a black man with a white woman and he's holding his child with the white mom instead of the black mom, how would this what would this been like? But if she was wearing something different, is it the same thing of wearing a dress with a black lady on it, or is the same thing coming in the house almost half naked with a parent yell at her daughter and saying, "Why are you coming in this house looking like that?" So there was a comment that basically said, I mean, if this was the other way around, that white woman would be considered a racist.
Well, he's trying to make a point. The comedian here, whose Instagram this is that posted this, the guy on the right, obviously, he's trying to make a point.
What is the point?
So somebody said the reality is that the majority of black families will accept any other ethnicities you are dating. We are the most open, accepting people than any other race group. And he responded, "You're one family, sweetheart." Sounds like what he's trying to say is it's not very accepting normally. Not the most accepting. So he's trying to say, why are you not accepting her because of her skin color? But I don't think it's that. I think the dress is what did it. If it wasn't for that dress, maybe she wouldn't have gone crazy like she did.
Maybe. I mean, I guess we'll see by comments of how the audience look at it. I mean, at the end of the day, since this is a skit and it's not real, what if this was real, or if this happened, or if it already has happened? How would you guys, or how have you guys reacted to it? It means that's something I guess we have to look back later in life and see.
Somebody said an Asian family will act the same if they bring a black partner home.
Oh, wow. There you go.
So what the moral of the story, I guess, is everybody's racist, is what this is trying to put off by this comment, regardless of what race you are.
I mean, I'm not. I don't discriminate.
I'm not either, but I guess majority of family, maybe they're talking about families because there's old people in families.
Crayons.
Younger people are less racist than older people, obviously, nowadays. So
Coronavirus! Coronavirus!
yeah, that made it worse.
Yeah. Let's go to the next one.
All right, so we got, let's hear this. Single mothers as parents. Let me play it again.
Single mothers are literally the worst parents on the entire planet. That's the first thing. And statistics back that. So over 70% of young men that grow up under a single mother, single mother in particular, end up in prison. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, 68% of young women that grow up under a single mother in particular end up a single mother herself. But when it comes to a two-parent family and a single father household, a young man has a 90% chance of never going to prison.
So basically, what he's saying is, if men are involved, whether by themselves or with the mother, it's better for the child. If a man is not involved, there's a problem in the future of the child.
Emotional damage.
On which part?
How do you mean?
Who's the emotional damage? I know what he's.
Yeah.
I mean, but at the end of the day.
But hold on, here's another thing. These are statistics that he's talking about.
Yeah.
So you could research and see if these statistics are true or not. But obviously, numbers don't lie. So if that's what it is, then that's what it is.
Yeah, but you still got women who are
emotional damage,
and they will totally disagree.
Well, yeah, some people's ego will take it personally.
Exactly. I mean, and women shouldn't be married. How do I say this? Women should not be raising men.
You do need the women too, but you can't just say the woman could do it by herself. Get rid of the father.
Point being is, women shouldn't be raising men. Men should be there, and
they each have their role to play.
Exactly, but they both play a role for sure. But it has been proven if a couple split up, the numbers for women are so low compared to a single father that raised the child. The child has a better chance in life in every opportunity if he was raised with his father or she's raised with her father than the woman. So they've been doing studies about this, but like I said, most women will be
emotional damage,
because you could tell someone in the sky that the sun is right there, and they'll tell you that's not the sun.
Well, yeah, here's somebody disagreeing with the stats. She says single mothers are the only and best parent on the planet since the beginning of time.
It's not true. And that's the point. Is women are entitled to feel and believe what they want, but analytics prove differently. That how men or women are raised with a father. This is why a lot of women have daddy issues, where they're just dealing with so many men because their fathers never taught them how to deal with men. So they're just giving their treasure away for nothing. And then when they're ready to settle down, they have nothing to bring to the table. There's no more treasure there.
Somebody says, so we're just going to ignore the elephant in the room?
What's that?
Why are these mothers single?
Yes.
Whether two adults can't get along or not, their children shouldn't be made to suffer. So I'm not going to read. She got a lot in here. But basically what she's saying is, why are they single in the first place? Trying to put some blame on the man for not being there in the first place. In a lot of situations, man doesn't have a choice. He can't force his way into the home if you kick him out of it.
Well, listen, I truly believe that I'm gonna say this. I mean, from because women don't speak for men, right? Some men don't have a platform to speak for themselves, and some guys don't want confrontation. They don't want to talk to the woman or tell them how they feel. Men don't. Women are more emotional creatures. They speak what they feel. Some men just don't talk. That's why some men don't want to be loved. It's not that he don't want to be loved. His communication is not.
But her point is, why are these mothers single? So she's saying, after the kid's born or after the woman's pregnant, the man leaves.
I know this.
And now it's his fault for not being there.
My point, this is why I'm getting point to. This is why I'm saying. So let me get to the point. The man he's already fucking with you, and you already gave him your box, your body. And he's stretching you wide open. And he didn't do anything to get you, right? So it's casual sex to him. To you, you're like, damn, I like this guy, really into this guy. But to him, he's not looking at it like that. And he's telling you this. He's basically giving you signals and signs that he only fuck with you, but he doesn't fuck with you. But for some reason, you keep fucking with him and giving him your body. And what happens is, boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? You're pregnant. And guess what? You thinking by telling him that he's going to stay. He's not staying. He told you he wasn't fucking with you. And now you have a choice. You have a choice. You know what I mean? Because it comes down to the woman. Men lose control. Men lose the man loses his position of any power to tell a woman what she can and can't do. He can suggest something, and some men don't even want to do that because the reaction of some women, depending on how powerful or how much power this man has, if you're a loser, man, you can't say, what the fuck? You got a girl pregnant, you a loser, she gonna laugh at you like, boy. Some women will just not even go through the process of having a child, but some women will because they believe in that duty. And some women have a child and they don't ask for nothing from a man. And some women have a child knowing that the guy's not going to be there. So,
well, somebody says blaming women for your own doings and choosing to leave the home or not take care of your children is not statistics. Absent father homes should be the title. I'm sure a mom raising her children because she's divorced or the father choose from to the get-go to not take responsibility should not be something one should be ashamed of. Stop blaming the latter for your wrongs. Call this what it needs to be.
Well, listen,
absent fathers are statistically becoming.
No, and the reason, once again, is stop opening your body to men who are not going to be there.
Well, a lot of the time, there is obviously that's true, but a lot of the time I think the man wants to be there.
No.
And he doesn't have a choice.
No.
A lot of the time the man is leaving the woman, not the child.
No. Let me tell you something, man. Listen here. Most men stay in relationships. It's the women who walk away. And
right, that's just what I said.
And the problem is this though. Okay? The guy wants it to work, but it's not going to work because he's not up to the level you want. You're a 5 and he's a 6 or a 5 and you guys on the same level, but you're a 5 and you think you deserve a 7 and an 8. And so you see your friends or someone else doing better and their guy is a little bit better. And that's what you want. So you walk away from the relationship. But you know what I mean? Like I said before, you can be in a relationship and you guys can work together and figure this out. But it comes down to when you get involved with a guy and you walk away from a guy you have a kid with, or say if you don't even have a kid with him, but you guys have been involved for a long time, but you end the relationship and you go to the next guy and it's just worse. And then you end that relationship and then you go to the next guy and it's a little bit better, but it was never like the first guy. By the time you get to 7 or 8 guys, you like, what the fuck? I gave my body to 8 men. I gave my treasure away. And I should have it would have been better just to fix it with the first guy. Because what this is this is called elevator. It's when a woman is trying to get to the next level because she thinks it's better. But it gets better until you hit a certain level and it's empty. So,
somebody agrees with you. They say can't receive sperm without letting him in.
Exactly. Boom, boom, boom. Somebody knocked at your door. You let strangers in. This is why it's so important for a woman to know a man's future. And it's so important for us to know a woman's past. Period. And if you know a man's future, if you know that this man has ambition and he's going to be a great man and he's going to be a leader, even though he's struggling, and you see his passion, and he treats you like nice, he's genuine, and you give him the support, you become his piece. Watch, that man will become someone. And the women who push that guy away, treating him like fuck him, you ain't nobody, I mean, I'm fine better. They tend to see this man become so successful and living a life they wish, and they criticize it. So, I mean, it can work for women too. Women, there's women out here that are in bad relationships and they going into new relationships, and it's better. And the guy they with is a good guy. It's just you got to make just good decisions, but it starts from the woman. You can't just be letting these dudes just come into your space and take your treasure. You just can't do that. And then when a baby comes, you're like, stay. And the guy's like, what the fuck?
Well, somebody said fathers are 50% responsible for single mother status.
Well, yeah.
And someone else followed up, said obvious by the comments that women will do everything within their power to not take full accountability for their actions.
Yep.
And to admit that they need men, specifically the child's father. I think the statistics prove that women create who they hate. And you can't possibly say you love your children if you purposely limit their exposure to their father.
Well, listen, once again, if a man's abusive or if he's trying to kill you or hurt your child, he should not be around that kid. But if you got a man who has a child and you guys just didn't work out, but he wants to be a part of that child's life, he should have assets. He should have a availability to that child, 50-50 minimum. And if he's in a position of power, you should be trying to give that child every moment of his time, because his father is obviously something special to the world because he's had status, and that child needs to be exposed so he can learn, especially if it's a male. I mean, can you imagine if your father's a multimillionaire and the mother is basically putting you in a position where you can't see your child, and that kid is
happens every day,
is in between a war, and the kid get hurt, like, just because people are bitter. And you're right, it happens every day. This is why
the children are used to get back at the other person.
This is why prenups matter. This is why marriages are just falling apart. Men don't even want to get married, man. And the problem is probably too, 80% of women come up in white dresses when they should be wearing black dresses. You can't come to a wedding and women get mad when men say this, but they come to the wedding and they're not virgins. And a lot of women say, well, do you really want one? And that's a question for a lot of men. I wonder what a lot of men think when it comes to that. We should do a vote to see what men think.
Yeah, I don't think everybody's going to say yes, but I don't think everybody's going to say no. Yeah,
it'll
be interesting to see.
Yeah, I wonder what would that pool be if that mattered to men. You know what I mean? But who knows? The world we live in is changing. There's a lot of soft men out.
Emotional, damn it.
But, you know what I mean? Did you see anything else? Anything else popping up?
No, I mean, those were all, that's everything looks like that we had today. And we're going to keep seeing what is new every week. And I think, a lot of this stuff is not new.
Yeah.
A lot of these things people already know. A couple of these things were nice to see that were different. You don't see every day, but the world's constantly evolving. So we'll see how each week can change in the world, in lives, relationships, all of that.
Yeah, we just gotta, we just gotta see life as it is, but at the same time push both sides into the right order or in the right way into position of life. I watch a lot of different things. I'm not really a social media guy, but in this business you have to be. But you see some crazy shit out there when it comes to men and women, and it seems like men are at war right now. We're fighting to stay masculine, right? To have some type of power. Men are still fighting because there's a lot of soft men out there, and the problem also is it doesn't work well in relationships, especially the nuclear family. Don't work well. It destroys family. You got to have a leader. You gotta have a guy that act as a man. And unfortunately, the world's changing. You're right. The world's changing, and we gotta figure out how to teach men to be men and hope that women make it more difficult for these guys that just tear their lives apart and then expect that when the hot girl summer is over and you 7-8 years in and your body counts past 20, and that's on the good side. But right? 20 is good.
I mean, it depends on who you ask.
Bro, I was just watching a podcast in London, okay? And these women in London was saying normal, and they was saying they was not speaking for themselves. Bullshit. You know what I mean? I think one was 19.
Stop the cap.
One was 19, and she said 20 to 25. I was like, good Lord.
She was at 25?
They didn't say what your number were. Say what you think 19-year-old's number could be. And what happened is this. I'm thinking, if it's not her, say she's at 10, that's still crazy. But, I mean, her friends can be at that number and she knows it. Because when some women have a girl code, they don't talk about it. They know. But the women who is getting in their 30s, I mean, they're to me still a high number. The girl 34, 35, and she said 25 to 35.
Belongs to the streets.
35 people. I mean, come on, man. If you take from that age, let's just say 18.
It's about one per year.
One per year.
But
no,
it's not. Well, it's like at least two or three. 2, 3 from when you actually started.
Yeah, but come on, man. Let's just be honest. Who really doing 2 to 3? They doing more than that. I mean, probably 7 a year. And if you're doing 8 years in it,
well, I mean, yeah, if they're single every year,
shit, man.
Or if they're cheating while they're in a relationship every year, whatever it is, yeah, you can get up there quick.
Crazy. I think one girl was 23. I think I don't know if you've seen it. She said it was on a podcast. Oh man, she said 23. She was 23. She said 150 something hundred.
You stupid.
150
She
something.
belongs to the streets.
150 something. She's 23. She's like, man. I mean, I guess that gets to my number. It's what, 7 a year? No. More. Jesus. I mean, but it is what it is, man. I just think, you know what I mean, we just got to come to a place where we just, we got to know what we want. That's it. You know what I mean? So it's your boy Kash. I appreciate you guys. Like and subscribe. Follow us on all our platforms. Shout out to my boy Ramin. Shout out to Noble Fam Entertainment. Shout out to YouTube. I appreciate everybody. Be honest, man. This I got some crazy shit coming up. We're gonna be doing this as much as possible. Music is coming. I mean, we got King James, the record is gonna drop. I can't wait. But Cash Money Dream Podcast is something to fuck with. You know what I mean? It's definitely something we're gonna sit down and we're just gonna get to work. You know what I mean? So it's your boy Kash. Y'all take care, okay? Peace out. Thank you for watching the Cash Money Dreams Podcast. Like and subscribe. Follow us on every platform. Stay tuned. Every week we drop in a new episode. It's your boy Kash, man.